Good evening from Santiago de Compostela. Having finally arrived in Santiago, we spent some time wandering through the historic streets in search of our final hostel. After dropping our backpacks, we celebrated in the most Galician way possible by finding a traditional local restaurant and enjoying a wonderful meal. Of course, we could not resist stopping next door for dessert as well. Later, we washed some clothes, changed into fresh clothes, and made our way to the Pilgrim's Mass at the Cathedral of Santiago. The entrance to the cathedral is located on the side, which gave us the opportunity to admire artwork and architecture that have stood for centuries. I learned something fascinating. The Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela is 951 years old. Construction of the current building began in 1075. Even before that, a modest chapel had been ordered by King Alfonso VI after the discovery of what is believed to be the tomb of St. James the Apostle in the year 829. For pilgrims, arriving here carries special traditions. You descend to visit the tomb of the Apostle. Then many continue to the main altar, where they embrace the statue of St. James from behind, a symbolic and emotional gesture marking the completion of the Camino. And then comes Mass. If you are fortunate, you may witness the famous Botafumeiro, the giant incense burner that swings dramatically across the cathedral. On most ordinary days, it remains completely still unless a group sponsors its operation, which can cost up to €600. This day, the heavens smiled upon us. A group of pilgrims from Mexico generously funded the ceremony. As we found our seats, we saw Felipa and Joana, our friends from Portugal, arriving. We hugged them tightly. Their families had traveled here to surprise them. Looking around the cathedral, we recognized so many familiar faces, people with whom we had shared paths, conversations, meals, struggles, and laughter. And even those we did not see felt somehow present, companions connected by the same journey. I wish I could say that the sacredness I felt inside the cathedral was greater than anywhere else on the Camino. But honestly, it was not. God's presence felt just as real here as it did on the quiet forest trails, in the small villages, on the long climbs, and in the simple encounters along the way. What made this place special was not that God was more present here, but that you could feel the faith, hopes, gratitude, and longing of thousands upon thousands of pilgrims who have come here for centuries seeking something greater than themselves. In the end, I would dare to say that the cathedral is not the climax of the Camino. The Camino itself is. Buen Camino.